Robbie C. Coming up to the stage right now. He's a guy that deserves a standing ovation. Give it up for Captain Mack Sparrow, everybody! Mr. Mack Steve!
Man, I always try to get here early because I try to get my name on there first because I want to make sure the show starts out on the right foot. You know, I try to do that for you guys, but it always fucks me up because I always tend to lose the foot race to the sign-up sheet. These motherfuckers are inconsiderate, man. It's like, this stand-up shit is hard. Like, I was afraid to do it before I could get a leg up on things. And I wanted to slim down and drop about 25 pounds for stage, and then the answer cut me like a knife. I'm like, fucking amputations, man. It took an hour and a half, and that isn't coming back. I'm gonna be slimmer for a long time. I haven't really done stand-up in quite a while, because now I generally sit down. I think I'm pretty funny, but my stand-up is a bit shaky. I got a bad back. I really do. I have 2 rods, 6 screws, and 4 titanium cages in there, and then I got a rod in my wrist here. The government made me sign a waiver, so when I die, they're gonna cremate my ass so they can build another jet plane. Actually, what I did, I signed up for the Wolverine Project, and they started with my back, and then they got in my wrist, and then they went a little overzealous with my leg, and it just didn't take, and it was like, oh, my God damn it. The worst thing about having no toes, though, is no flip-flops.
No, that's...
Because they were my staple footwear, and now I need staples. I had this other, solution hammered down. I was about to nail it home, but it felt a little too Christ-like. And I just... So you guys got to know something. I was born disadvantaged. I was LDS positive. And then it became 8, and then they tried to step on my head underwater, and I was supposed to fight up, lose enough air that I will become full-blown LDS. And it never quite took, because then I figured out how to cure it though. I became a lesbian. I started eating too much pussy. And they're like, you're out of here. And I'm like, well, fuck, man. If there's any calories in pussy, that's all I'd eat, But you burn more in the consumption than you do consuming, so I don't understand these overweight lesbians. Come on now, they just need to eat out more, right? They just need to eat out more. Okay. Dating is way different for me now. Women are impossible to figure out anyways, right? I'll figure out women as soon as I can figure out how to scratch a niche on my leg that's not there. I did figure out where I can date now, though. It's IHOP. IHOP's actually the International House of Pussy for amputees. Everybody doesn't know that. It's kind of an underground, perverted thing, so I'm all in there. And the women that go to IHOP, they're called stump fuckers. And the motto is, it's a great place for crepes as well as gapes. And it's where a stump fucker only gets stumped if she wants to be. It was wild. The first time I went to IHOP, they asked me to step into a management position. They said, oh man, you're cut out for this shit. I'm like, well, do I get a free meal? The waitress really did ask me my number the first time I went to IHOP, but I didn't stump fuck her. These women, their stump fuckers really like me because I have half a foot here, so I'm multi-stumped, so they think they're dating 2 guys. And I'm pretty flexible, but I haven't figured out, the DP stumping somebody. That'd be dangerous shit. The one reason I'm really glad, I think about this shit, The Amazing Spider-Man, the guy becomes a lizard because he wants to grow his limbs back, and I'm like, man, lizards and fucking humans have way better sex than lizards. I'm like, fucking, you can keep lizards. And the thing is I have my hands, right? Your feet, you can't pull a shocker with your feet. But your hands, man, you're very fucking useful with your hands, all the things you can do there. Like, I am just completely cut out for a DP now. Like, I can just fit in these places. Everyone have a good night? I got thrown off,
You guys all
man.
got up and left? After that?
Man, that just made me put my foot in my mouth. I thought things were going good. If I could put a motor on this motherfucker here, right? So it spins, and then I make some kind of a seat, and then you could fly around like Thor, right? And I could throw candy out to the kids. I'd be like a real life superhero or some shit. Anyways, yeah. Got me all thrown off. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? It's not gonna tonight. Okay? I was living in Vegas and the weirdest shit happens there. Especially because I was living in some shady fucking motel by Fremont Street. Okay, and so I'm walking home, it's right around the corner on Ogden, if you've ever been there. And it is like, if you need crack or heroin or crack and heroin, it's all right there. You know, and but I'm walking home because I'd have to take the bus everywhere. And next thing you know, there's this attractive, like, 23-year-old about in a wheelchair. And she's getting pushed by a dirty fucking hippie, like, and I was smoking cigarettes, then I pulled out a cigarette, started smoking, and she's all, oh, can I have one of those? I'm like, yeah, sure. And the next thing she goes, you want to have sex with me? I'm like, what the fuck was this happening? Like, she was attractive, and she wasn't like, and it's not like I'm like, I can't fuck a girl in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair, and we could have fucked in the wheelchair. But then I'm thinking, what this dirty hippie gonna do? Like, where am I gonna take this kid? Like, is the dirty hippie gonna be filming? Is this for some fucking porno I don't know about? It's called Gimps on Gimps. You know, we're just gonna line up a bunch of fucking people that are missing limbs or in wheelchairs, and I can throw her legs all around like my one here and twirl her around and shit because she can't feel anything. Like I don't know. There's some weird porno out there, so we maybe could have made a lot of money. But I'm like, what the fuck is this dirty hippie doing here? And I don't know why I didn't fuck her. I'm like really disappointed to this day that I didn't fuck her. So that's my time, and I'll just let you know that if I ever get a chance to fuck a girl with her legs not working, I've got to do it next time. And I'm Mack Steve, the Eternal Optimist. My glass is always half full, it's half full of shit. Good night.
Hey, give him a hand, everybody.